Coronavirus update. Well, it's getting funky out there. Here's a couple of articles from CNBC. Stock market took a little bit of a hit, but there's more cases popping up. Italy and Iran, apparently, countries see to rise in coronavirus cases. WHO calls Iran and Italy cases deeply concerning. Goldman cuts GDP forecast. Ugh, not good, guys. Let's start from the beginning of today. Italy confirms 5 people have died in the country due to coronavirus. Hong Kong warns against travel to South Korea as virus spreads. I don't know what that guy's doing. Iraq reports its first case of coronavirus. Ireland cautious against travel to coronavirus hit areas of Italy. You know what that does to the global economy, especially for the tourism trade, is if you don't have tourists, you take a hit financially, obviously. Outbreak fears roil global markets, and this is where the problem comes in. The Dow plunges in this article here from CNBC, 1,000 points, gives up gain for the year. Back to the update. Fear spreads to Milan Fashion Week. Yeah, they had a fashion show with no people in the audience. They had to live stream it. WHO holds press briefing. WHO officials are holding a press conference at 9:30 to update the public on the outbreak. In the past week, virus has spread substantially beyond China. Ain't that a truth? It's infected more than 220 people in Italy as of Monday morning. There's an issue here. Should we shut the borders down? Honestly, that might be but not shut it down to trade. But even then, that you're still, have the chance of something popping up. So, Dow Jones drops more than 900 points. 7th death reported in Italy. Airline stocks fall more than broader market. Airline stocks fall as fears about the spread of coronavirus beyond China. American Airlines shares led the S&P 500 lower than 8.6 drop in the morning trading, hitting more than a 4-month low. Probably a good time to buy or not buy. Delta Airlines stock lost 6.7% to its lowest price in nearly 4 months, while United Airlines was off 4%. WHO new cases in Iran and Italy are deeply concerning. WHO says it's too early to declare a coronavirus pandemic. Well, when do you want to let us know when it's a pandemic? Anytime? Sometime? Bueller? White House planning to ask Congress for emergency funds to fight coronavirus spread. This is where Trump should be getting out ahead of this and getting into the public eye and saying, hey, we're doing all we can. Market's going to probably falter just because of this. We need to hold steady. Steady's in India. Spain package helped Trump administration battle the spread of the coronavirus, source from the situation. Washington Post first reported the House preparations. Austria says it will stop suspected cases at its borders. Good luck. Remember when the Ebola virus popped out? For some reason, everyone started getting on planes and flying everywhere. It's like, why? But I think this is what, obviously the incubation date is between, 2 weeks and almost 3 weeks. A little over 3 weeks, 14 to 24 days. And a lot of people don't know. It's actually a pretty good vector, essentially. The virus supposedly can live outside the host on like a railing or a doorknob for up to 5 days, I think that they were saying. So again, I don't know, wash your hands. Goldman cuts first quarter GDP forecast. That's an issue. Iran confirms 12 deaths in the city of Qom. Experts warn about the reliability of thermometers. Oh, great. Coronavirus fears could push mortgage rates past a 4-year low. Aggressive lenders will be at 3.25% today, and 3.375% will be the new ongoing rate for the average lender. Might be a nice time to buy a house before you die. Oil falls more than 5% at lows. Coronavirus sparks demand fears, which in turn could affect the economy if the oil price drops below a certain point. And then we got here, this gives up the points for the year it gained. Not cool. The Treasury yields. 10-year Treasury yield falls to 3-year low on coronavirus fears. 30-year rate hits record low. What a treasury is, you give money to the government, and then at the end of the when it matures in 10 years or even 30 years, you get an X amount of dollars. So usually those are your best investments because they're safe. I wouldn't say they're best, but they're safe investments. And if no one's doing giving up parking their money into treasuries, which could cause problems in the government. As you can see here, this is your interest rates. I guess the yield. Yeah. And then finally, Fidelity. Schwab say some clients experienced technical issues amid 800-point Dow plunge. Always a technical institute, like in Iowa, for the Democratic caucus. It says due to higher than usual volumes, which isn't always good. It's good if it's going the other way. It's not good going this way. Some clients have experienced delays in accessing some online features as market opened, but our systems are fine and up and running. Well, now they are. Schwab manages up to $4 trillion in assets. Some clients are experiencing tech issues and we're working as quickly as possible to resolve. Privately held Fidelity, the largest online broker, manages about $7.8 trillion in client assets for nearly 30 million clients. Whoa. So it's hitting. Could it be possibly someone out there with a nefarious nefarious deeds that are trying to do this? Could be not. But yeah, that's just your coronavirus update.